It's not quite November 1989 when both teams were still in the hunt for a World Cup spot. Back then, the Americans edged TNT 1-0 to qualify and spark a revival in U.S. soccer fortunes that has continued up to this day. But once again, the Americans come seeking 3 points to secure automatic qualification. But Dennis Lawrence is plotting a different outcome.
I think one of my concerns will be Bradley getting on the ball and taking full control of the game because he does that very, very well. So that would be one of my concerns. Obviously, Josie Altidore and Chris Wood up front, you got Clem Dempsey. So the US team have got players with a lot of talent and experience. So as I said before, what is going to be important for us is to ensure that we put in a team performances again. I think we have to be much better on the ball than we did at Mexico. Because if you allow good teams like the US and Mexico to have so much control of the game, there's always a possibility that you're going to lose the game. So we have to manage the game a bit better when we have possession of the ball.
Another difference in tonight's match is the venue, the Ato Boldon Stadium instead of the Hazley Crawford Stadium, and the playing surface is also expected to be vastly different to 28 years ago.
From my experience playing in this field, I think it's more of an attacker's dream because it's easy for them to go past defenders. So I think from that aspect, you need to ensure the first thing is that you got the correct footwear on, because those could be the key elements that would make the difference. And then I would like to think you get the ball into your more attacking-minded, dribbling players to be able to go 1v1 situations. So the conditions, we're going to have to use it as best as we can to our advantage. And it's going to be the same for both teams, so I think we both just need to be prepared.
Lawrence understands the challenges his young team faces, especially without the services of playmaker Kevin Molino to call on. But he has no problems blooding new players even as he seeks a positive result tonight.
Immediately from the moment we didn't qualify, we started to change our focus onto what we need to do for the future. So we introduced a lot of the young players, having them in the squad, being able to have them around to understand what is going to be the requirement at the top level of the international level. And it's interesting to have them around. I'm hoping that I'll be able to use them more in the game against the USA. But as I said, the main focus is we need to get a positive result.
And while he wasn't prepared to divulge his lineups, he was hoping the Americans maintain their shape.
As if the US plays in that diamond shape, there should be enough spaces down the wings, and we should be able to get a lot of crosses in the box. So hopefully that would work in our favor.
The Americans are on 12 points and need a win to hold off Panama, who are hosting a weakened Costa Rican outfit, and should they win, can climb to 13 points and overtake the US should TNT pull the upset this evening.